Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may have heard me from... So in crypto, everyone is obsessed with finding the 50, the 100 bagger, etc. But actually, that's the easiest bit. There's loads of things that will moon in every bull cycle because it's a rising tide, everything goes up. The key thing that everyone screws up on is how to ride it properly. People don't have a mental model of how long the crypto market is going to boom for and crash for, etc. And they will nearly always put too little in a project, and then they'll get out too early. And I've learned that from bitter experience. Everyone always goes, oh, I got into Bitcoin at $10 or whatever. But really, how much money did you put in at $10 and when did you sell? So most of the people that say that, I guess, are bullshitting. So the key thing that really matters with crypto or investing in general is your conviction in a project, how much size you put into that, and how much you can extract from that. I mean, hell, I got into Bitcoin, you know, I had a little dabble when it was around $100, but did I ride it up to 69? No, I had bugger all in it. And so that's really the key thing. So, and it's leverage or even size is a double-edged sword, because you could have crazy conviction in a project, go all in, and guess what? It could go tits up. And then you're properly screwed. So I know a lot of people say never put more than you can afford to lose in, you know, etc. That's a bit of a too bland or general phrase in my liking. So personally, you should look at your cash flow, whether it's from your job or your business, etc., and then never expose yourself to more than a two-year, maybe an 18-month setback. So if you look at your free cash flow, as in, you know, after all your outgoings, what's left at the end of the month, and then look at, you know, and then look at your total capital. If you're going to invest in something and let's say it goes to zero, is that going to push you back 2 years? If so, then you're probably taking too much of a risk. So that's why there's a symbiotic relationship between investing or crypto and business. So there tends to be a bit of a cycle. So what first of all happens is you get into crypto or investing or trading, you realize, oh, I'm shit and I have no money. So you lose it all, then you're like, okay, eventually you then get better. So you're now becoming a competent trader or investor, but you still have no money. So you're like, oh, how do I get more capital? Because if you just try and, you know, put the jacks up under those trades, you're just going to end up blowing your account. So you need capital. So what do? You get into business. And then eventually you're like, ah, sweet. So then you start doing well in business, and then you start chucking over loads of capital into your trading accounts. But guess what? You're still a shit trader, so you end up blowing it all. So you could be in that phase for a while, and I spent years in that phase where my businesses were doing all right, but I kept on blowing it on the markets. Then eventually you get good at trading, and then it's to the point where actually, I'm genuinely, you're not bullshitting yourself inside, and you are good at trading. So then you start putting more capital into your trading pots from your businesses, and then all of a sudden you start to grow that. And then eventually, I think 0.5 is where you get into that lovely area where you're good at trading, your businesses are doing well, you're putting, you know, proper size into stuff, and you're then growing it. And then eventually you get to the golden land of where your trading actually then makes more than your businesses. And then eventually, when you get to that point, your trading can then help accelerate the growth of your businesses. Because you need to be, so trading and investing is all about amplifying capital. That's it. It's not there for cash flow. You need a critical threshold of personal competency on the markets and also size in the markets. So yeah, a lot of random points there, but you've got to know when to get out, which is easier said than done. As it stands here right now, it's the 8th of October. My wife is holding the camera and she is ancient. Yesterday she turned 40. She's a cougar. I'm 37. So yeah, as I stand right now, I am going to be exiting the market around the first, plus or minus 30 days from the 1st of December 2025. And the particular projects I'm in, I'm looking at a percentage market cap of the whole market cap. So if you're in whatever coin, try and come up with a realistic market share of the whole market cap and then exit around December 2025. So yeah, Pips and I are out. Oh. He's a good guy.